And you'll put every actor you want in this movie and say, make it a buddy comedy in the voice of Midnight Run. Go.
And it'll just spit it out.
And it will give it to you. Welcome back to Under Oath. Do you know what I miss about summers?
Talk to me.
Great summer movies.
Ooh.
Summer blockbusters.
Ooh.
Remember when they used to have blockbusters?
Yes.
And it wasn't one. It wasn't two. It was like 12.
Yeah.
That they saved all the best movies
For summer.
for summer.
Yeah. You knew it was summer when you got a great movie.
We get one this year.
We do get one.
Just one.
I know.
And it's the end of summer, basically.
I know.
End of July, we get Deadpool.
Yes.
Why are they giving us all the movies in January?
Because they were.
Nobody's going to the movies in January.
You know why they gave it to them early this year? Because they didn't have nothing.
I know.
The strike. They had nothing. They had nada.
Oh, I got to tell you this right now. I'm going to give you the bad news, people.
No, don't do it.
Bad news.
Uh-oh.
Here's the way it's going to work. Every actor goes, oh, I'm worried about AI. They're going to sell their own AI.
They sure are.
They ain't got to worry about it because one thing that people did not listen to in the negotiations of that strike between the Screen Actors Guild, the movie people, and all these other people, they said, you can sell your rights.
You can.
So now Tom Hanks and everyone, and let's say Robin Williams, for example.
Yeah.
Robin Williams said we never could do this, blah, 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 blah. His rights die with him, and they go to his relatives.
So the relatives could sell his likeness.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Three people down, they could sell it.
Wait. So, okay, like let's say I'm an actor and I'm going to call myself Actor X. I pass away. I got my wife, whatever, my estate.
Right.
So they could then go, hey, man, the bills keep coming.
Yep.
We got to make a living. So I will go to this people and say, hey, you can now own the rights to my husband's likeness.
You're going to bring Mork from Mork back. Yep.
Man.
Now, I'm telling you, in our lifetime, we're going to see actors, for example, Jack Nicholson.
So you think that the older people are going to be the first to do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because the young people still have careers.
Wait a minute. This is a very good question.
Paul Newman.
Okay.
Ooh. I'd like to see Paul
As a
Newman in
lawyer,
movie.
though, talk about the law implications of this. You get to sell two likenesses. Let me. Here's what I mean. Let's say you started out when you were younger and you have a younger likeness and you have an older likeness.
Yes.
You can
break them up.
Man, that's
you
good
get right.
business.
You get right to 50-year-old Paul Newman. You get right to 30-year-old Paul Newman.
That's a good business.
Now, I want you to know how this is going to play out, people. This is where it's going to go good. We are less than 15 years away from this one. Imagine you go home.
Yeah.
You go, all right, I want to see an hour-and-a-half movie with Tom Hanks, Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah. You want a movie with Mark Wahlberg?
Scooby-Doo, yeah, we're going to talk about him again. Yeah, we're going to do this.
You want a movie with Mark
I got
Wahlberg?
paid. Shut up. I got 500 for it.
Okay,
500
got it.
million.
All right.
Okay, yeah, we're doing it. And and you'll put every actor you want in this movie and say, make it a buddy comedy in the voice of Midnight Run. Go.
And it'll just spit it out.
And it will give it to you.
You don't even need the real people.
No. Party's over. Man. I have seen how that plays off. Anybody who's screwing around really and knew a little bit about ChatGPT, like I wrote this guy's introduction into his judgeship, and my partner Craig goes, "Did you get that off ChatGPT?" And I looked at him. I said, "I guess I could have
If you wanted to.
if I wanted to."
Gotcha.
Yeah, I've done that.
So you
And
think
I've seen how it works, and I'll say, like, I was testing something out for our show.
Mhm.
I was going, write a joke about summer that deals like in a dirty version. Now, this is the weirdest thing. ChatGPT has a filter. It won't allow you
certain
to
things. Yes.
And
Yeah.
I'm going, hold on a second. We are basically, think of it this way. We are curbing something because we don't want to be offended by it.
Yes.
And who's making those decisions?
The people who own the app.
Who's determining morality?
Oh, you know that.
Okay.
You
Well,
know
the
who's
problem
doing
is
that.
this. ChatGPT isn't the only one. So this is a system that has gone out and pulled every bit of information
Yes.
possible, including every Richard Pryor album,
Mhm.
every this. So where is the filter? Is it the filter attached to the actual database or the browser you're using?
No, the database. Whoever programmed ChatGPT put parameters in it, or the powers that be put parameters in there where you can't search certain things.
Why?
Because ChatGPT, tell me the formula to making.
We already have it online.
Well, you're probably right about that.
You can get it.
Mhm.
You're talking about the Anarchist Handbook.
Weapons. Yeah.
You already have it, the Anarchist Handbook. If you want to look up stuff, you can look it up. That's been available for 30 years.
Mhm.
I mean, with my luck, I try to go in there and they go, but you can't get to Huck Finn.
Not in Florida. Not with our governor.
Yeah. No, he has no problem with Huck Finn. Just saying.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Just
Hey,
saying.
clip that up. All
Wrong
right.
Don't be. Hey, it's not a political joke.
No, it's not at all.
It's a true joke.
It's a true joke. Yeah,
No.
yeah. You can't read Huck Finn.
Yeah,
Not
I
in
was
Florida.
I was a captain.
No.
I was a captain. Yeah, it's funny because we avoid politics like we avoid.
We try to.
We try.
We try to.
I have.
Yeah.
I think I've gone out of my way to avoid it because I don't want to piss off half the country.
No, neither do I.
I think, when do you get a right to piss off half the country? What do I have to do in my life to have that right?
Be at a point in your career where you don't care anymore.
What about age? Is there an age I can do it?
Yes.
Like 80?
We give more forgiveness the older you are, I think.
So if I
think
was
so.
dragging a leg,
Okay.
you'd let me do it?
Follow me in my logic. Follow me in my logic.
I'm
though.
there for you.
Okay.
I'm there.
We have certain uncles, grandparents that say stuff, and they get a pass because they are the older grandparent. Like, yeah, my grandma could say whatever she wanted, and she was 93 years old, so we gave her a pass when she would say certain things.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're certain age, people will look at you like, wow, he is so old fashioned. But if you say it when you're like 23, they're like, hey, you're a real douche.
I think of what I get away with.
What do you get away with?
I mean, come on. I do a lot of routines that
Well,
I talk
we're
about.
comedians, so that's
Yeah, but there's been a governor, and I'm talking to like the governor of Florida, a governor and like an engine, that jokes have kind of.
Yeah.
It's kind of scary.
Yeah.
Now, there's some people get away with jokes
Mm-hmm.
who get away with it because their audience changes. We were talking about
that's true.
our boy CK the other day.
Louis C.K., yeah.
And, when people know I'm an attorney and I'm a stand-up comedian, they're going, oh, you think you're going to get in trouble? I said, I don't see the two as the same job.
No, it's not.
And I can't. I mean, the idea that I'd be out there and I'd be worried, oh, this is going to be bad for my business.
Yeah.
I do stand-up because it's just another way to be in the community. It's another way to give back to the community, but it also makes me a better lawyer, which a lot of people don't understand. But
Explain that for them, really.
when you're out on stage, it's not like giving a speech. You could have to change in a second.
That's right.
Now, if I'm talking to a jury, I can get a feel for them as I'm moving. The problem is they will accept a bunch of ums and ahs and everything else like that. But if I lose the stage for 10 seconds, I may never get it back.
That's right.
So you always have to be aware of every word and how you're feeling. I mean, in one of my routines, I do this bad joke. And we said that's where the fist bump was created. And
We're not going to repeat that joke.
I'm not going to repeat that joke.
Yeah.
But it is brutal.
It is brutal.
But the fact is, it's funny at the same time.
Yeah.
And I have to say to myself, God, am I getting away with this one? And
every audience is different.
yeah,
You can read the room. First off, you can read the room and say, okay,
good luck with that.
I'm not going to do it here. But I will tell you one thing that I've learned over watching you. I think stand-up comedy helps a lawyer because both, hear me out, when you're doing them is reactionary.
Yeah.
If you're a lawyer and let's say you're on the defense and you're dealing with a prosecutor and they are talking to the witness and whatnot, they're saying some stuff or asking questions that you don't think is appropriate, you can object. You have to be in the moment. You have to be aware. Yeah. Things can change in a moment's notice for you. You can change what you thought you were going to say because of what they said. It's the same thing when you're doing comedy. If the audience isn't responding to something or something happens in the middle of your act and you can't get lost, you have to react to it and make it part of the actual moment. You got to be in the moment. So I think they go hand in hand, being a lawyer and being a comedian.
Different rooms over the last couple months.
They're all different.
And
they're not the same.
We played one where the stage was maybe 2 feet by 2 feet. It was in Cocoa. And everyone was like on top of us.
Intimate.
There was like 20 people and they felt like they were right on top of us.
Yep.
And the guy made good money in the room. And then we'll play a place like the Center in Deltona. And the stage is conservatively 25 yards across.
Yes. Big stage.
And everyone, there are tables at 25 yards across.
Yes.
And there's no way we could look at all of them.
No.
And it goes back another 100 yards. And supposedly there were people in the back going, I can't hear you. So we'll turn up your earpiece. I'm not saying the room was old, but it was old.
You're right.
And I always realized that the majority of our audience looked like extras from Pirates of the Caribbean.
That is funny. With the beards.
Weird beards, weird old people with weird beards and weird hair.
Gotcha.
And you know what? I think when I get people at 70, 75,
yeah,
I'm going to cut a deal with you.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to go full weirdo.
Okay.
Full old weird guy.
What are you doing, brother?
I'm telling you, I'm not going to wear pants.
Wow. Just
Pajamas all day long.
okay.
Full jammies.
Well, you just described half the people in Florida.
Yeah, I'm going full
Yeah.
jams.
Everybody wears pajamas
I
in
mean,
Florida.
I'm talking onesies. I'm doing whatever I want to do.
What, bro? If I see you in a onesie, I will get up and slow clap for
Oh
you.
yeah,
I will.
I'm gonna be sitting in Starbucks in the Santa onesie.
A Santa onesie.
Yes, I'll be the. Listen, I'm trying to fit in.
All right.
We Jews stick out too much. They won't go. Oh, another Jew. I don't have to worry about them trying to protest the Starbucks.
They're gonna let you do it. They're gonna be like, let him go.
Oh, come
let
on,
him go.
stop it.
Yeah,
Stop
because you're gonna be older.
Yeah.
You can get away with that when you're older. Like I said, they're gonna let him go.
I mean, I got to figure out the shoes too. But have you been? God, we don't have much time.
New Balance.
New Balance. I'm going Hey Dudes. I've been
Wow.
introduced to Hey Dudes.
No.
And they're the most comfortable, stupid shoes I can
Those are comfortable. They're boat shoes.
Yeah.
They're nice shoes.
I mean, I've had the old man New Balance. Nothing like the Hey Dudes.
But if you're gonna wear a onesie, put on the official onesie shoe. Put on a Croc. Put on a
Bear
Croc.
claw slippers
There you go.
from Spencer's.